Good evening, everybody. This is your fleet commander, Steve Perlman. I am joined tonight with David Shorey of the USS Wessex, Dona Rozelle of the USS Moebius, Tierney of the USS Commonwealth, and Drew Maeuer of the USS Haven. Welcome, everybody. Before we get started, we kind of have a sad announcement. We have announced. I'm going to announce our third COVID death in Starfleet. This happened out of Region 3. Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead and put it up. So, on behalf of the fleet staff and behalf of the executive committee, and my personal condolences to the USS Corsair on the loss of Ben Hauser. I've talked to a lot of people, and they said that he was a very respectful guy, and he was always one to laugh and have a good time. So, by the authority of the Commander of Starfleet, I hereby posthumously promote him to the rank of Chief Petty Officer, and he will be updated in the system. And also, we are awarding him for his dedicated service to Starfleet. We are awarding him the Command Star with Silver Palm. So, everybody, it's hard. It's hard when we lose somebody. We just got to remember this is my third announcement in less than 48 days, almost 50 days. So, everybody, please stay safe and healthy, and we'll go from there. Again, my condolences go out to Ed and Trisha on the Corsair. If you guys need anything, please reach out and let us know. So, let's get started on how's everything else in your guys' neck of the woods.
It's hot on the West Coast. We're having a heat wave, but otherwise, well.
Not a tropical heat wave.
No, it's not moist.
Donna, did you get hit with any of the rain that came up from the hurricane that blew up over the? we got like 16 inches, and it was horrible.
So a couple of it was about 6 hours after you guys got it. It went up and across and hit Cincinnati area. And the eye went just underneath, or what was remaining of the eye, and just went straight into Pennsylvania, and like pretty much flooded all of Pennsylvania. We got it for like 6 to 8 hours on and off, but it wasn't bad. There's a couple moments, but it wasn't so bad. Right now we're having a cool wave. It was 60 degrees this morning, and the high was like maybe, I don't know, 75. Doing okay, but really wanting my essential worker to come home. So.
Where's he at still?
6 months out. My XO is in Virginia, by Virginia Beach, Norfolk area.
Okay. David, how's things out in your neck of the woods?
Doing well. Like I said, we've been having a heat wave. Region 4 seems to be doing well. We have a new deputy or vice regional director, Ronald Coleman, for Region 4, which is very cool. Mm-hmm. And life is good. I think you all saw we got the certificate for the tartan. So
good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, when are we going to be able to buy them?
So since the tartan was officially published on the registry, I've gotten 35 emails from folks who want to weave our tartan. And so the next step is, not ever having done this before, I need to figure out what, like, do we just open it up to anyone, or do we be particular, or how do we do that? So I hope to have that process done by the end of this month, with the intent of then advertising who can weave it, and then folks can go from there. There's a some concern about just opening it up to anyone, because I guess there's folks who maybe don't do a good job, and so if they have
a lot of people do a really bad job.
Yeah, so I want to do this right, and so if there's folks who are wanting to get it done, just let you know that I'm being very slow and fastidious on this.
Take your time, just keep me in the loop.
Yeah, no, I will. As soon as we do, I just need to do some research and sit down and figure out what the best way to move forward on, because I haven't done it, and I know that some folks have. So I've been going to be reaching out to them as well.
Cool.
Jason.
Nothing much happening up here in Canada. We'll get sunshine and rain most of the time up here. Next week is going to be mostly rain weather up here, but very cool. It's starting to feel like fall up here in Canada. So
I can't get over that you're attached to my region. That's horrible.
Not complaining, Steve.
Something's got to be done about that. I'm just saying.
It's a big region.
Like well, if you have a complaint, Steve, you know what the complaint department is. And you know who my commanding officer is.
You know who your boss is. You know who your commanding officer is, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
You know where he is.
Maybe in a couple of days, Jason, me and you will sit down and I'll explain to you how the chain of command works and who's the boss. And who. Hey, and since this is Trek After Dark, I need to show you whose ass you really need to be kissing. I'm just saying.
For some reason, he's talking about everybody behave.
Yeah. Gotta pucker up for the boss, Jason. Drew, welcome. I know you're the first time being on. The USS Haven, is that Lauren White's ship?
Yes, sir, it is.
How you like her as a CO?
Love her.
Good. She's I met her at Region 2, and she's a hugger, isn't she?
Yeah. And you met her literally the same day that we finally found the website and joined.
That's good.
My family and I.
So what's new out there where you're at? Are you down in Florida? Is that where I take it?
Oh yeah, I'm in Winter Haven. I'm like dead center between Orlando and Tampa.
Wow. Okay. How's the weather down there with you guys?
Hot.
Any damage in the hurricane?
Oh no, they missed us. Everybody was worried that it was. People we know were worried it was going to hit us. They said, "Oh, it's going right through Central Florida. It's going right through Central Florida." Last hurricane season, we had one come through Winter Haven.
Mm-hmm.
It's only happened once every 129 years when one actually comes through Winter Haven. So that being said, I think we're pretty safe.
Okay, hang on. Charlotte, I'm sorry I did not see your question. What's your question, hon? You got to remember, man, it's Trek After Dark. This is when all the interesting stuff starts coming in.
I don't see a question from Charlotte.
It says USS Columbia poses a question. It says, then our next thing is 10:09. The USS Columbia requests an answer to our question. Well, I'll give you an answer, ma'am, if I can find a question.
So Tiffany asked a question: is the tartans going to be one particular plaid or various? Tiffany, it's the images were posted on the members, Starfleet members page on Facebook, and also the I believe the business one as well. But I can repost those or send them to you directly so you know what it looks like.
So Charlotte wants to know is that I make all right. So first off, I want to say I am beyond touched on the overwhelming support from members in SFI. I was able to get the tires. We were actually able to get the better tires instead of the cheap ones that I had priced. And then the place that actually that we went to, they actually gave me a free alignment, free oil change, and they flushed all the fluid because I was a deputy, and all four of my tires were slashed on the outside walls of my car. So I do appreciate everybody stepping up. That was I was not expecting that. I was actually sitting at work, It was quiet night. I was sitting on the side of the road, and I was trying to go through, write down ideas of what I can do to raise that money because I had just transferred to this job, and of course, at about the same time, school starts here, so you get school supplies and clothes. And I'm a single parent of 2 teenagers, and I have joint custody of my 9-year-old. So I'm a single parent. I don't get child support from either of my 2 teenagers' mothers, which I don't really care. I'll muddle through. It meant a lot, and I really appreciate it, buddy. Hang on one second. I got a work call coming in.
I was going to say when we had the when one of my members, or actually 6 of my members, one of my sets of families, we have a kind of a hybrid ship. We have people that meet in the area that I'm in Ohio, but we also have people in 3 separate areas in New Jersey, and we have people in Florida as well. And they just went through 14 days straight of bad weather. They had storms going in and out. They're more west. They're near the villages, I guess.
Good night, Renee. Thanks for being on.
Good night, Renee.
Yeah. Well, the 2 hurricanes that came, into the Gulf of Mexico, and that was just crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, we're not used, us, you always hear about sunny California, but us Californians are not used to at least this type of heat where it's just very, very just, oppressive. Although Justin is used to it because he lives up in Sacramento, and during the summer, that's all there is heat, right?
Well, yeah, but we're also getting humidity, which is not normal for us. And so we're like, oh my God, miserable.
So you're getting the other half of Florida weather.
Exactly. My wife was checking today, and at one point it was saying like over 60% humidity, and then later on it was like at a 40% humidity level.
And then I forget, this is on top of the Northern California fire. I'll just say Northern California fire because everything was on fire in Northern California.
That's never good.
Yeah, and you guys had horrible smoke. Like, I know the AQI was like 260 at one point.
Yeah, that was in the Vacaville area when the LNU complex fire actually started.
Yeah, that's crazy.
David, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So, what's the procedure for after you get the tartan? How it's gonna get woven? What do you think the timeline is going to be to actually get some of that material so people can start making Starfleet kilts and shawls and other outfits and stuff?
It's a good question, so basically, a little bit earlier I talked about it that we are, as soon as that registration got up, my email is connected to it, and I got like literally 30 emails from different vendors out there. But I also got a lot of folks saying to me, be careful, don't release the information because there are some folks who are not very reputable in terms of making it. And so my due diligence is making sure that I'm investigating these different places and coming up with a process for us to release that information so we know we have good, reputable weavers who are able to make it. And my hope is that process, I'm aiming to have that process done at the very latest by the end of the month. I'm going to try to work on it sometime this weekend and talk to folks. My day job has been keeping me pretty busy. And so I'm a little behind is where I want to be with that. But yeah, my hope is that it will have, we'll get it soon enough so that people, when they attend the IC 2021, that they'll be able to go there with shawls, tartans, swatches, however you want to represent your Starfleet tartan to do so. And I'm also working with some folks on some sample guidelines of, how to wear it and what to wear it, but we want to encourage folks to wear it in, unique in ways, but just, be respectful of it too. So.
All right. So, anybody else having meetings through these types of things where you with your ships?
Well, on the 18th of this month, I'm having a general meeting of my crew to present them with the handbook because we are still under shakedown for the Star Kraken. So, one step closer to working on getting fully commissioned by the end of January 2021.
Awesomeness.
That is very cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
The Havens had a couple, and we've done pretty good.
We're doing them. We're doing like one meeting a month, and then we're doing like 2 activities a month or 3. So we're doing watch parties and doing a little bit of trivia, but we haven't really started that. We got the idea from the Stella Parita. So, yay, Maria.
We've done things like walk challenges with Invictus. So.
Great.
Yeah, and the Wessex has done a couple, and I think we're going to try to continue to do them. Part of it is just, not even just like doing stuff, just sitting and talking with other folks, even though we may be doing this for work, just kind of hanging out and doing stuff for fun. Really, it cuts down on a lot of the stress and the feeling like you're isolated.
Right.
So sorry, guys. So I got a call last minute before the stream was happening that the guy I've been looking for to serve an arrest warrant on for like 3 weeks has dodged everywhere I could go. Or his girlfriend called me like 15 minutes beforehand, and me and my daughter went down to detain him until Paducah PD got there. Yep, man.
So she did the detaining and you just watched, right?
She did the dicking, yeah, pretty much. Speaking of the devil, there she is.
Did you dye your hair?
Natalie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Doing good.
And congratulations to John Hardy on the Essex. I seen that he had 21 members. That's great news. We're actually, since January 1, we have 20 chapters in training, and we've launched 5 of them. That is the biggest growth in chapters we've had in a long time. So that's great news.
That is awesome.
Here to bug me.
Reading Gordon's, Charlotte's thing.
I'm parm now? Oh, I sound like cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
Extra mozzarella.
Hey, it's the cool guy that reminds me of the Lord of the Rings dude. Yeah, he knew exactly who he was. Yes, sir.
Well, we didn't get whooped by the Invictus, our step challenge. We were only like 400, I think, behind them.
Steve, your daughter's awesome. See, the people love me.
Yeah. So you have to be around her. I'm just saying.
I'm amazing.
Natalie, did you dye your hair? It seems darker.
Yeah, it's been darker for a while.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, you're not missing much.
you did not get a really good look at this the last time I showed it.
Yes.
So I thought I'd let you see some of the names on it.
It's very difficult.
I can't see that.
We're all leaning in like it's going to help us see better.
Gene Roddenberry.
Not gonna help. Still not helping. That looks like it's some sort of card. Oh, that's better. A little farther out. A little farther toward you.
Right.
Now stop.
Oh.
Perfect.
Bingo.
See, that's awesome.
Oh.
Where no fan has gone before, I see Ronald Moore.
Now, Drew.
Yeah.
Sir.
correct me if I'm wrong, because I've had a lot happen in the last couple weeks. You were the one that contacted me about the dedication plaques, right?
Yes, and this was what I posted the picture of, but it was very, very blurry.
I like that. So
it weighs 2.5 ounces.
Oh wow!
Are you still willing to do that?
Post it on anything. I'm still willing. Okay. I'm just waiting for somebody to get a hold of me and say something.
All right. So, Drew, do you want to explain a little bit about it real quick, since you're now live for the entire fleet? No pressure, my friend. No pressure.
It's not pressure. SFI is in need of funding, big time. The easiest way to do that is in-house. So, for a donation of $40, I will make one of these for any ship that gives me their information and can show me they've donated $40.
Where are we donating the $40 to exactly?
Linda
Olson.
Linda Olson.
She will tell me you gave it, and she'll give me your information for the ship. And Steve, your Admiral pips are finished.
Yeah, they look great.
And magnetic.
I love that. So when I went to 19, was it 19? Yeah, when I went to 19, so I ordered metal ones, and one came in exactly accurate. The other one came in, so the accurate ones are like this big, okay? The other one came in like this big and that thick. And I put them on my sleeves, and I'm like, damn, I can knock somebody unconscious with these suckers.
Give me 1 second.
So, Steve, do you remember what the donation email is for Starfleet? Hold on a second.
Maybe we could have it posted right after this, after the After Dark or something.
Yeah. Oh wait, I think I know it.
Quick, somebody play the Jeopardy music.
Oh, see, look. That'd be a lot better. Justin did that.
I don't like that. That needs to not happen again.
Oh, that's
cool.
Good. Heck
Nice.
yeah. Appreciate that.
Nice.
And all you have to do is put in a collar stay.
Nice.
Sweet. All right.
All 4 of them. You just need to tell me how to get them to you.
Oh, that's no problem.
Because if I flew from here, I would never make it to Paducah.
I don't know. I see a United States Marine T-shirt on, and I believe that all the Marines I've ever known, including my grandpa, my uncles, you guys all overcome and adapted. So I bet you if you practice really hard, you can probably slingshot those suckers all the way to Paducah, Kentucky.
Well, I got a friend who lives at Fort Campbell.
Hey, that'd be a good stop. If you can get it to Fort Campbell, then have him throw it the rest of the way. We'll be good.
Okay, so
went Army, so and then settled in Fort Campbell.
It's epayments@sfi.org. So epayments@sfi.org. And if you send it through any of the PayPal, well, I guess we send it through PayPal, indicate that it is a donation. With your
Justin or Russell, can you put that as a banner, please? Since you guys are producing it, I'm going to sit back here and not.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
And they take approximately 2.5 weeks to make. And that's including the fine tuning, filling, and painting.
Oh, the plaques or the pips?
The plaques. The pips took 4 days.
Oh. So your 3D printer actually sits there and just does it all for 2 weeks straight? Does that thing not get tired?
Oh, no, I'm just talking about all the time fine tuning, tweaking the letters to make sure they're all separate. And
I got you. Okay.
Because some of them will lap over and then you've got to clean them.
So there you go. You guys heard that. If you guys donate $40 to SFI, Drew, can you show us again, Drew? You will get one of these, and it will not cost you anything.
Oh goodness, Charles is being
But I will
particular.
need your ship name, all your information, of course, the commanding officer's name, and your motto. That's the only thing that'll change.
Yeah.
But that's next generation plaque from the baseline is from the second season. Oh my God, I'm scaring myself. Shrink me back down.
Russell, hi.
Hey there. Hey, Charles. Yeah. First of all, I'm not sure on the transparency link. Second of all, this is not an official meeting. This is Starfleet After Dark. Imagine a lounge. This is just people talking.
Whoa.
Robert's Rule of Order. Yeah. No.
Yeah, this is not a meeting. This is members of the organization get together, talk, have a good time, fellowship. This is not an official meeting. Because everybody that's actually on stream right now is not can be in the official board meeting because they're not board members.
Right.
So,
Be
and I'm very
not RCs.
And I'm very well aware of the Robert's Rules of Order. I appreciate it as the chairman of the board. Thank you.
And if people want to know where the money goes, they can look at the fleet status update, which is published monthly or quarterly or whatever it is, and that breaks down where all the money goes.
So that the donation will get you the plaque. You just indicate that it was a donation, and then Drew will contact Linda, and you guys will go there.
Yeah, when Linda gets hold of me, I'll get a hold of you on Facebook, and you can tell me all the stuff I need to know.
Yep, there you go. All right, that looks like a pretty good exchange there, I think. And we appreciate Drew for volunteering for that. That means a lot. Donna, are you drinking water or vodka, or is it disguised as water?
This is water.
I don't know how you guys.
Orange juice.
I don't know what you guys do on the Moebius. I'm just saying.
Well, we go through time and we make sure that things don't have problems. I mean, we are a time ship. We have
Then you all suck at doing your job because you all suck because my tires got messed up. Why was it there?
You know who did it?
Look at Kobe. You want to talk about making a mistake?
If I knew who it was, I'd put a bullet in his ass.
Can you go back and redo 2020 for us, please? Because
No shit.
2020 do this way because otherwise it won't look like it does in the Deep Space Nine episode.
Can we rewrite that episode? Oh.
Yeah, I like the one with Spock and Kirk jumping out of the Guardian of Forever. So we're jumping into 2020. Whoop, bad idea.
Yeah.
Orange juice.
Just because Star Trek has been on the cutting edge of new technology and foretelling things like the communicator and pad and all that, doesn't mean that they have to foretell the complete craziness of 2020. I
And in DS9, they sure did throw us for a loop when you take a look at the Bay Area.
Yeah.
I got a friend that lives there, and he says, my God, it's like reliving it.
Yeah. There's a lot going on
you
there.
know what? When you train your daughter to be a good housewife one day.
You got jokes for days.
And it's that kind of, if she doesn't like Tori does, it's going to be the toast that sat on the counter overnight and is just solid.
Yeah, exactly. She's done stuff like that. Trust me.
I know how to be one. I choose not to be one. There's a difference.
You
my
be
job.
you.
Grown man.
Can you get this thing off? This thing is broken, fucked up. All right, so Tiffany's here, my yeoman. It's always good to see you.
Father, daughter, adding teacher to handle problems on their own. What did we handle? I don't remember.
Believe me, I'm not even. All right, so look.
Frick.
Okay, that works too.
Here we go.
Shut up, David. So anybody that knows,
Oh my God.
I've had no. Go get your little knife thing, but easy.
I'm not using my knife on
You're not going to use your teeth to fuck up your teeth.
Yeah,
Anymore. Anyways, so anybody that's known me, I've had people say that me and my daughter get on here and I actually got told I abused her the other night, which was hilarious because that's just funny as shit. But so I teach my girls they're not afraid of anything. Both my kids,
spiders and clowns.
yeah, except for clowns. Now you know that Russell's gonna put something up because he knows that you're here now. So all three of my kids can field strip my weapon and put it back together, and they can make sure it fires. They are country kids, country girls all the way. There's nothing that can.
Okay, all this except for Fiona.
All except for Fiona. Well, all right. Well, you got to put it up there, Moebius girl. I can't see. I only got the top W. Up a little higher. A little higher. Class only 9 allowed in SFI. I'll tell you what. I'm the commander. I'll make every chapter in Starfleet a Wells class just so I can piss off Dona Rozelle, and I will.
Awesome.
If you don't think
I would like to have at least one actual model that I can find, so nobody. Every time I go for model, like someone like buys it ahead of me. And I'm like,
if you don't think I'm good at pissing people off, ask Jason Tierney. I pissed him off because he's not talking right now because he's got his thing on mute.
Routinely.
Hey, guess what, Jason? You're
Alex.
still not talking.
Alex said that
muted,
they were out. And I think 7 or 8 are out already. We just had one in Region 1 just start. Sorry.
Yeah, we have them popping up everywhere, which is quite nice, actually.
That's cool.
Jason, are you talking or are you just like mouthing into the microphone because there's no audio coming through? So maybe Canada has not learned how to transfer your audio back down to the good states.
He's just.
I can hear you loud and clear, Steve.
There's
I
that.
heard you everything you said. So
yeah.
I'm being very quiet.
I'm very good at pissing people off. Jason is one of them. I just have to start talking about his Catmandu hat, and there's that
I
look.
don't have that cat hat tonight.
No, but come on now, we know. Before it gets over with, it'll come out. It always does, and here it comes. The hat, or he's actually looked up his cat. Which one is it? The cat. So, yeah.
The cat's like, what am I doing?
You see him, Mario? He's a meanie. He's a meanie.
Yeah, well, it's a cat. Congratulations.
We should do a pet fleet version of this and just have all our dogs and cats sitting in front of.
I do. I have my pit bull with me.
Oh my gosh! Did you just say that you were some sort of a breed of a certain type of animal?
That one is.
That's odd.
Hey, look, there's Alec.
You're still alive.
She's my attack dog, and she's going to be with me at Tallahassee. Her and my 9-year-old daughter will be too.
I'm going.
Like I'm not going.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
I should go get Tori and introduce you to mine.
Huh?
I should go get Tori and introduce you to mine.
Can't be no worse than this.
Thanks to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, not only is she a rifle and a pistol when mommy and dad got done with it, they gave her an SMG and she got qualified.
Damn. So the question is, what is the status of the Starfleet combat design? There is no status because everybody threw a giant complaint that I didn't tell everybody when there was proof. I sent it out in all different directions. So I pushed it back to the end of time. So if you've got designs, send them in. We'll get to them eventually.
But I got 11.
What happens when people bitch and complain? There you go. Sent e-payments for Columbia 2049 for the plaque. There's your first one. You know what's going to happen. You're going to be doing plaques till you turn 160, right?
Well, I could always talk someone into getting another printer for me.
Brother, I'd get my own self a printer if I could.
They're only like $290.
I'd make a new daughter.
Uh-oh. Be careful. You could have, if you trained her as well as I trained mine, you should be careful about how you say things like that.
I didn't train her everything. You know, she can't take down the teacher. She tried. She got mouthy one day. we were at my brother's house doing laundry, and her boyfriend was there, and she was getting mouthy
At the time,
at the
before
point.
anybody starts running their mouth,
Yeah.
cough, freaking
Russell.
predicament.
So it was her boyfriend at the time, and she was mouthy in front of her boy. She had called me fat guy, and you can't do this and this. So we start roughhousing, and I literally picked her up in my arms, like head this way, legs this way, and I jumped up into the air and put my 290-pound fat ass on her. I dropped her 3 feet to the ground, and she could not move for about 2 hours. She laid there. She's like, I think my ribs are broken. I said, well, rub some dirt on it. You'll be all right. If you can dish out an mouthiness, you can take an ass tune with it.
Speaking of which, are you still dating that guy?
Yes.
No. Why'd you say
Oh.
No. I'm just agreeing with what him said because it's funny because somebody else.
He removed himself. He is smart. Smart decisions.
Look who's here.
Hi, Russell.
We want the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
You don't deserve the truth, the whole truth.
Yeah, that guy was a class act. That's what we found out.
Actually, he's a
They
piece
were
of
finding
shit.
him.
Oh
They
yeah,
find
they found him. And if I ever get my hands on him, I'll fucking murder his ass. But I'm trying to talk her into dating her best friend.
Who's my best friend?
Marissa.
That's a bad idea.
No, she's dating Sean.
So, I mean, I'm not ashamed of it.
Ugh.
My daughter dates both boys and girls. I'm not really ashamed of it. I mean, it's 21st century. As long as she's happy and she's treated right, I don't really care.
That's it.
And
But yeah, dating your best friend, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. This one tried to get me to date my guy best friend. You know how that went? Horrible.
I tried to get you to date anybody but the little
Horrible.
the little asshole that steals a child from up north and takes on her driving school.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
There you go.
How
Or
did you
plead for a fifth.
Who let you back in?
You should have known.
Back in.
All right, I'm going to hand this over to the first daughter of Starfleet.
So, how's life?
Great. Now it's going to turn into supernatural chat.
Yes. Supernatural time.
Hey, Russell, can you make me a thing real quick for her name tag, and I'll upload it on there.
Yeah, give me a second.
1, 2, 3. This is a lot of seconds, Russell. I don't know.
Yep. So how about that supernatural then?
No.
Bad topic.
Stop muting me.
I'm not muting.
Wait,
You're still going. Don't
the
worry
host
about me.
is unmute. Oh, wait, what?
I'm not the host.
Russell, stop.
No, Justin's the host.
Justin, stop. All of you, stop putting things. Yeah, you can. Play with this. You don't have to see me. Hang on. I got this. Da-da-da-da-da. Aha. Technology.
You're having too much fun there.
Hey, what
What
do you do to your child when she gets disrespectful? You smack her with a seal. Bam!
Supernatural. Do you know what we're going to talk about? Supernatural. We're going to discuss how they should bring Crowley back. I don't know. I don't really care if half of y'all have.
Okay, that program gives my daughter nightmares.
Oh. She's muted.
I can unmute myself.
Yes, because
Quit.
Russell, bring out the clowns.
No. Remove that man. Remove him.
Operation Clowns.
Remove Canada.
Hey,
That's a face. Holy cow.
that's good though.
Yeah, you're Canada. Remove Canada. Exit from chat.
Oh,
You're being
Oh.
exit.
Give her a little power, and wow.
well, hey, just like most women in my life.
So have you? But serious question: have you been doing any painting lately?
I haven't had any canvases to do any painting recently, and I had some wood, but I did a Mod Podge over it instead of painting.
This guy here was in Lord of the Rings.
We know.
Alex,
He's friends with Bilbo Baggins.
Yes,
Alex-
he's the Bilbo
Alex-
Baggins.
Alex all says send in the clowns.
No.
Leonard Nimoy was friends with Bilbo Baggins too.
Oh God, don't bring that up.
He sang about it.
I know. That's why I said don't bring that up. That
Why
was
is
not
he
a high
taking
point for
Bilbo
Leonard
so long?
Nimoy's
What is he
career.
doing?
He's making you a seal that he's going to send to me.
I already did. It's in your private messages in Facebook.
Oh, okay. Let me pull it up real quick. Daughter, don't look at my Facebook. Could be something naughty. I never know with it. Between Russell and Hooper, especially Hooper, I don't know what.
Hooper's terrible.
Russell's not really that bad, but Hooper, I don't even know when I can open up his messages around my coworkers.
You can't. That's a trick. You just can't.
He
how
sent
that
me
works.
something once, and I opened it up in front of my sheriff, and I think my sheriff about had a heart attack.
Oh wow.
Is that the one with him, where he was only wearing the gold suit,
No,
Oh my God.
just the jacket? Like,
God,
a
man.
little less than that.
That's
no, just the thong. Got it.
More of Hooper than you ever wanted to see. Oh wait, you already have. That's right. Never mind.
It's Hooper time.
Hooper doesn't like us to
it's
talk about that.
Nobody say that because then he just appears. And then my knight's like, it's time for Hooper. And Hooper's gonna push every single button he can find.
I mean, I could change that around if you need it. It's up to you. Hey, Jeanette.
Let's bring out the clowns.
No.
Why?
Quit it,
Why? It's already been done.
right?
Not gonna sit here and beat dead horses.
Thank you.
I
This is
would.
so much nice.
I gotta find something new.
No, we really
Hey, just
don't.
get a picture of all our exes together.
You want me to be sick on camera?
Tiffany says I work for the CS and I confirm that he's an expert at pissing people off.
That's right.
Funny, he hasn't pissed me off yet.
See, I was actually going to pitch
That
Jeff
shit-
and Steve.
Not wrong.
I was going to pitch a show specifically with Hooper, and then I found out he had a show on some other thing, and I was like, whatever, I'll just leave it. But it was going to be called Hanging with Captain Hooper, and it was going to have an intro just like the old Hanging with Mr. Cooper show. Been awesome.
Cadet Private Natalie, Cadet Shit Starter, daughter of Commander Presley. There you go.
I approve of this entirely.
You got a thumbs up for me.
You have legitimately the lowest imaginable rank that I could think of in Starfleet.
That's wonderful.
Cadet,
Cadet Private.
Tori's got to be one up on her.
Private.
I guess there's another one. We could put Brevet Private or Private.
We haven't even been able to get into.
Isn't a recruit
cadet
lower
course.
than a cadet?
Right.
Yeah,
What's
I
that?
Isn't
Haven't been able to get-
recruit lower than a cadet?
Actually, they're considered the same.
Oh, okay.
So, the only trick is if it's a cadet at an academy, like an academy cadet or a VMI or something, they still, I believe, get saluted, if I recall, by enlisted, except for the enlisted trainers. The actual instructors don't salute them until they graduate.
Mhm.
But I could be wrong on that. It's been way too long.
Tori can't even get into the academy to do the cadet courses. It keeps kicking her out. She's been authorized. The email has been sent. Everything's been explained. They sent back a link of some sort, and they still won't accept her.
Send me her information, and I'll send it to the CES tonight.
Which information?
Her login information, and that it keeps kicking her off, and I'll send it to TJ Allen.
I'll have to get with Mom. Mom's been dealing with Alan in text and email for weeks. It's like the computers are saying, nope, give it up.
So tell us about the database, Steve.
It's a base and it has data in it.
Yeah.
Steve is laughing.
And it's made of things that are kind of short and flat and have these little black things on it.
So the update from the comp ops chief is that they are moving forward quickly. They've fixed the issue that it had. So they are proceeding very quickly now. There's your update.
All right.
Hey, if you ask again, I'm going to make sure your beard is gone one day.
You can't cut off a dwarf's beard. That's like cutting something else off.
Well, I mean, he's short enough. I can cut his ankles off. It'd be the same thing.
Yeah, Carol points out that would be a Jaden issue. Jaden would probably be able to get that figured out.
Yeah, Jaden doesn't answer.
I'm innocent. I don't know anything about this.
Jaden doesn't answer me, so I'll just sit there and send it to CES, and he can yell at him.
I know nothing about it. I'm innocent.
And then
I know nothing at all.
one other question, Steve, because I think it was announced in the fleet status report that we are officially canceling the in-person 2020 SFI.
Yeah, so the board of directors have agreed that the virus is not going to be gone in November. Anybody out there that wants to argue that the virus is going to be gone in November when it's colder, I'm going to say you're an idiot, because a virus spreads like wildfire when it gets cold. The only way to kill a virus is with heat. So it's going to be colder in November, so that means that virus is not going to go away, and the board of directors do not want any of our members to get sick. I mean, we've already announced 3 COVID deaths in 50 days. I don't want to do anymore. So it was announced and it was approved by the board of directors that the IC 2020 for Baycon is officially canceled, and I will be sending a formal letter to Baycon. I've already talked to the director of the board there. They're not upset about it. They completely 100% understand. I basically told them that, as the president and CEO of SFI, that my main goal, first and foremost, is the health and safety of our members. So, and he completely understood it. So,
I thought everybody knew when it gets colder, flus take off faster and harder.
No, sir, they do not, because I tell you what, SFI has some very special people in it. I'm just saying.
Even Tori knows that.
Might not.
Oh.
Hi. They don't have to scare me with this. Who's doing this?
Bam.
Yeah, pretty much. Elizabeth has a good point there. All of Texas has basically been the neighbor of Hades. Constantly like 100+ degrees and people still catching COVID. So apparently Jesus paid all the evolution points on that stinking game up there in heaven, and he got all the heat resistance.
I just seen Sarah Rosenzweig down there in the corner. Has she been grounded for not coming on?
Yes.
I don't know. That's between her and the director of this stream. I'm not the director of this stream, remember?
We got to talk later. I told you about whipping people. You can't do that online. Bad girl.
Well, if it was sensual, it's okay.
Yeah, because guest list is between
the head boss.
Yeah, the guest list is between the host and the director, not my purview anymore.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
We get 2 for 1. We get Sarah and Alex.
Over there.
What is your husband holding over there? Is that a cat? Oh, okay, it's a cat.
A cat.
Did he massacre a small human and eating it? I mean, what's he doing?
Mini me.
Hey, guys, that's what happens when you don't do your paperwork correctly. He turns you into a cat and he'll love you to death.
You want to say hi?
Aww. I still think we need to do a pets fleet one where we just have all our dogs and cats on here and see what happens.
I got my bulldog. She's on the screen right now.
Hi. So how is everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
This is why we don't let you anywhere near the camera.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Sarah, did you have an operation or did Alex have an operation? Dude, you have got you've got crutches in your background.
I have.
Are you sucking the
suspect
cat's
I have
ear?
Ehlers-Danlos, so
No,
it's super
kissing him.
easy to hurt myself.
Ah,
So, because looser joints and ligaments, and so I should be getting a cane, but that's what I have for the time being.
Okay. Well, where are we at here? Okay, now I gotta get my dog.
Or do you wanna
Murphy,
go to
where's
bed?
Murphy?
My cat keeps running around. That's why she's like going.
Murphy.
And she won't jump up.
I am talking.
Say hi to Sarah, Maeuer.
My dog is smart. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Say good night to whoever this is.
Good night, Charlotte.
Moved it. That's cruel.
Bye, Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Talk to you later. The Dona duck is on.
Donald Duck.
Who's Dona the duck?
Not you. You're just the cat man dude.
Oh, I'm getting. One of these days, Steve, we and me are gonna have a conversation.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Here, move this camera this way. Let me educate you up there in Canada, okay? One, we are all rednecks in Kentucky. We're hillbillies, okay? I'm
You're
6.
not a redneck.
I'm
You're
6'4".
not a redneck.
I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. The discussion we're gonna have is me picking you up and throwing you through a doorway. That's it.
Not gonna happen.
That does not make you a redneck. Stop. Fight again.
I think that actually a perfect solution to this would be to set up one of those kiddie pools, get about 20 gallons of Jello, and Steve and
Or mud.
Jason can do a Jello, wrestle off and go from there.
Or mud.
Yeah,
Or
I
mud,
was
mud,
the mud
yeah.
pit. Yeah.
Mud
We
pit.
could do it as a fundraiser.
I thought I'm 300
There you
pounds of fat ass, so it's all right. It's all I have to do is just
How
sit
many
on
At the IC.
I'm not a badass, but I can handle myself.
Oh, I'm not a badass. I'm just a fat ass. There's a difference.
Whoa, we moved. Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, I'm on the
It's a Hollywood Square. The X's are moving.
Of course he is.
Here, Natalie. Ladies on the bottom, gents on the top.
There we go.
Ah. Ah. Stop. I have an attention span of a freaking bug. This is distracting. Oh my
Hey,
God.
oh, no,
Good thing I don't have eye
I feel like a
problems. I'd
cat
be
with a laser right
fucked right now.
We should.
okay, who's doing this?
I'm not I'm not touching anything.
Hi.
Hi.
Bye, Sarah.
Oh,
We should totally do a Hollywood Squares Star Trek version.
Ooh, that's
Oh, Russell.
I swear.
I've been working on how to figure that out. Actually,
People.
That
Russell,
would be fun.
what's
Yeah.
the status
Of course you have Russell.
Robert Picardo.
okay. So status for Robert Picardo is he canceled. He is started pre-filming and he's in LA now. So he's started working with Picard. So we won't have him for September. We
That's
will
great.
have an Icons this month, though. It will be with the author, Sarah. What's his name? Keith DeCandido. I cannot pronounce his last name.
DeCandido.
I want Starbucks.
Like you decant a fine bottle of wine.
That one, she just
DeCandido.
started filming, like literally like a week and a half ago. So she's going to be a little while before she can. I can get Trish, though. Trish could probably come on.
We can get. We'll make a special icons for Jason's cat. Oh look! All you see is a bald spot.
Yeah, I'm going to jump down.
That was totally inappropriate. doing that over a memorial of someone, so I apologize.
Nice one, David. Way to be an asshole of the fleet. You took that to a whole new level, dude. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Kilroy.
David, are you going to 2021?
I am.
Donna, are you going to 2021?
I have already reserved my junior suite so that we can have some really great times wandering around the hotel.
Drew, are you coming, sir?
We still haven't been able to figure it out yet. We got 2 financial requirements that we're not sure how it's going to work.
Okay. And the Rosensweiss from New Jersey. Y'all coming?
We will do our best.
Good, because I want to give you a piece of my mind when I see you in person.
But I'll send Tori to you if you want.
Ouch.
Do I get to pie you in the face for it, Steve?
If you can reach my face, honey, you can pie me.
Oh.
Now, there will be,
He can probably reach 6'4".
Those crutches are really stilt, Steve.
We don't
Look
need
out.
pies.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting a dunk tank.
hey,
No, I'll
listen,
dunk him and pie him.
now listen, there will be a price range for AB members, EC members, and the CS. So it'll be a different price for each person you want to dunk.
How much do you think the CS will cost?
We want to raise
Start
money.
saving your money now.
Yeah, we want to raise money for our scholarship program. That's what we usually do.
Finally.
That's what we usually do with like the silent auction. So we're still having a silent auction, but we're doing this to help, boost up that scholarship program so we can give more money to kids.
Listen, you're my dad. I'm dunking you no matter what. I don't.
You're my daughter, and I've got a top secret Starfleet that's going to be there.
Here, what are they gonna do?
Someone
Stop
is
me from
listening
seeing
to
my
the
dad?
Facebook in the background. It needs to be turned off because it's
I know
getting
Natalie
bleaker
will
on the
love the
link.
pie is her dad.
Yeah.
Hey,
Someone's got it.
Isn't my daughter beautiful?
Yes.
She's a beautiful young lady.
Sarah,
Yes.
is your husband broadcasting this?
Yes, he is.
He
Okay,
needs to
'cause
mute
we
it
can-
because
it's coming
it's-
through.
Alex, you need to turn that down. Yeah. You need to turn down your sound because it's feedbacking.
Okay, we'll get down there.
Because I have you on my headset, so it's probably picking up through here.
Yep.
Apologies.
Can we dunk Hooper?
No, I drowned Hooper.
Let's do this. $100 we dunk Cooper.
$2 we dunk Hooper.
I dunked Cooper for a damn
Is
clock.
that better? Justin, is that better?
A noodle.
Who is breathing into their microphone?
That would be Jason.
Jason.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Yes, Jason, that's you.
Stop mouth breathing the damn mic, dude. You ain't trying to get close to the damn microphone. Hey, look, she lied. She's back. I knew she couldn't get away from us far.
Welcome back, Charlotte.
That's in my timeline that she comes back.
Lourdes just messaged me that her daughter Charlotte is also watching. So way to go,
Hello,
guys.
daughter of Lourdes. Nice to meet you. But yeah, so we're going to do that. It's going to help to raise money for the scholarship. I think we'll
We should
have
include pies.
we'll have a price thing there.
2 pesos to dunk Hooper.
We'll send out a price thing of what it will be to like if you want to dunk an AB member or dunk an EC member, and then the big price would be you get to dunk the CS. But I haven't decided what that dollar amount's going to be yet.
Cheap.
No, it won't be cheap. I might even volunteer to shave my head too.
Oh.
And eyebrows.
No.
And eyebrows.
I'm a deputy. I can't go with no
I
eyebrows.
don't care. And eyebrows.
No.
You know what you are if you don't.
I
I'm a-
will consider.
You can paint it back on.
Who?
Do it for Rozelle, Dale. Do it for Dale. Do
No.
it for State. You know what you are if you don't.
I will consider bleaching my hair and dyeing it a color for a charity as well.
Do it for charity, Dad.
I'm not shaving my fucking. I cannot go into a courtroom with inmates and the judges look at me. I have no
Just
hair
say-
and no eyebrows.
Just say that you have a hair loss disease or something and shave your face too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my beard, no hair, and no eyebrows.
Shave your
That'd
beard.
be Shut up.
No.
50, 50,
Natalie, were you volunteering to have your head shaved?
Would you stop talking for a second? What?
Were you volunteering to have your head shaved?
No.
Yeah.
Would you guys
My
be
hair is
interested
really
in me
no.
bleaching it and dyeing it a color for a charity?
Sure, it'll be a rainbow all the way across your
I
head.
will do a rainbow. I would do crazy colors, but I'm an ROTC, so.
Why not just have you in the hot seat all day and offer different prices to dunk you? Say 25 for RC, 50 for EC members, 10 for chapter CLs, and $5 for everyone else.
I love that idea. Otherwise, we have to
I
clean the
disagree.
I will
Like,
give
I mean,
a dollar. I will give $1 to whoever wants to dunk my daughter multiple times until she stops breathing. It's perfect.
No.
I'll even help you hide the body.
No.
Oh,
You're
Steve.
so mean to me, and I don't understand why. Oh my god, don't tickle me. I will deck you so hard that you swallow teeth. Do not tickle me.
Okay.
I want to scroll back in the conversation. Tiffany Subjack had a comment, and I don't quite understand what she means.
This one?
Yeah.
Political local comfort for the end of October selling tickets. Can we get official recommendation on this event, please?
I don't know nothing about it.
Someone saying you know how to body.
Are you talking about Winnipeg?
Yeah, what's the local convention? And I guess it's the first time, but you know,
More
Is she
information needed.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, my yeoman should know that. I like information, lots of it.
Oh man. Oh.
So, Steve, are you still doing firefighting and sheriff, or are you?
I'm doing both still.
Wow.
And a parent. And then I'm like the big uncle daddy to everybody in Starfleet.
And you're the dad to like half my friends. So.
Yeah. She's got like 20 friends that don't have dads, and like I'm their dad. So when I say I'm busy and people still blow me up, believe me when I say I'm probably busy. Like we had an EC meeting, and I was on a fire scene, and I was talking into my microphone while I was working. And the last time I think they asked me anything, I was trying to get on. Russell was there, and I was out actually on a fire scene. We were cutting a tree that came across the highway. So
That was actually one of the After Darks.
oh, was it? Okay.
So, Natalie, should we bleach and dye our hair for charity?
Sure. I'm naturally blonde, so doesn't bother me.
You know what they say about blondes?
Nobody can see you. That's glowing white.
Steve's
What
in a
color,
good mood.
Natalie?
I don't know, because if I do crazy colors, I'll get points docked in ROTC. But man, you only live once. I'm really thinking about it, so.
At that point, why don't you just take the top part of your hair and do all the bottom part the crazy color, so you can have it over. You can have the regular color over it.
Because I never keep my hair parted, and I always go like this. And when I have it up in a bun, you're gonna be able to see all the bottom part.
Okay.
Or we
Yeah.
can just help Donna get rid of her gray hairs. I'd pay $100 for that.
Really? Thanks.
I love you, Donna. You're so sweet.
I will
Donna's
be at
Donna's one of my good friends. I just like to her
Florida.
because out of everybody in the fleet, Donna's one of the big ones that likes to antagonize me on different stuff. So yeah, she kind of deserves it. Why is your department subbing you guys out to be lumberjacks? Because
My boyfriend now. Oh my god.
when you have a massive storm come in and the county road department's tied up on every other disaster and they start coming in, then it falls to the fire departments. Here's the thing. Okay, we had a new guy who is a complete idiot. So he cut all the way down the top, and then he decided to come up to the bottom, and I told him he needed to stop. He said, no, I got this. And the log come down and pinched the saw. So we couldn't get the chainsaw out. So we're sitting out there, 4 firemen with axes, and we're taking turns whacking this damn tree that's like the size of a damn 17-inch tire. I was pissed. I was so upset I was seeing red. I was like, oh, look, there's Jason. Ha-ka-chung. Just kidding.
Jeff, that
Hey,
pretty much
Natalie, what about
describes
blues and purples?
Steve.
I agree with that.
Because he's a lumberjack and he's okay. No, I'm not no lumberjack. Believe me, I was out of wind about 40 slacks into the damn thing. But we had a young kid there, and he just kept on going. He was a damn machine.
Dawson?
No,
Tim.
Douglas.
Douglas. Ew. New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
Yes.
Oh,
New
hello. Ah.
That's Steve. That's Steve.
That would be a Russell thing, and Russell's an asshole for doing that. Just saying.
I have to say that is probably an 18-second clip of that song. Who knows all the lyrics to that song?
I used to, but then again, I've got the longest beard here, so.
JROTC is rough. What makes you think our JROTC is rough?
I will say my mini boot camp in JROTC was worse than going to Great Mistakes. Just saying.
Oh,
Good thing I only have this year and next year. And then I'm done with it.
Are you gonna go? Are you going on in the military?
I haven't decided if I want to go into the military, if I want to do what my uncle did and try and be a deputy at Massac.
Well, it all depends on if your dad decides to send your butt to Navy.
Dad's not sending my butt to the Navy.
I'm going to send her to the Salvation Army if she doesn't change her ways.
I guess I better be going to the Marine Corps then.
So, all right. So I've got my son who's not here tonight, but him and my teenage daughter were great. They got along perfectly until he moved in, and they are like night and day. It's like a pissing match between these two. And he's mouthy, then she gets even mouthier, and then they forget who they're talking to, and Dad has to put him on the couch and make him cry and put the fear of God into him.
Yeah, but you still let him get away with more stuff.
Because I expect more out of you because you're the oldest. And
You should expect more out of him. He's the only one of your kids that'll actually listen.
Out of all my kids, and I love all my kids equally, my oldest I expect more out of because I want her to succeed while I have failed. So if I push her and I'm an asshole, I'm going to make her determination even more because I know she can do it. But this kid's been knocked down her whole life by her mom and stepdad that she can't do anything. So if I'm firm with her and I push her because I know she can do it, by God, if she gets pissed off enough, she'll do it. And she's proven me wrong on a lot of things. But being ugly, she hasn't fixed that one yet.
I know. I've tried. I've been trying for like so many years.
I love my beautiful daughter. She's mother. Don't you bite me, little troll.
No.
No, bite.
I will break your pinky.
cat fight.
Don't you bite. Put the chin.
Hey, so they're having a cat fight.
No.
Now I got
No, that's not a cat fight, Justin. That is not a cat
Good
fight.
kitty.
Break your pinky. Give me your pinky. Oh, no.
That's a big
Fade to
arm.
black.
That's a big arm, kid. Let me give you a big hug. Oh, she tapped out.
Yeah, because you're on my jawline. I was going to take the flashlight and knock you in the head, but I decided I didn't need to do that.
Or scratch the fleas out of her hair.
Natalie, what are you drinking tonight, honey?
What am I doing for what? There's a fat arm in my ear. I can't hear nothing.
What are you drinking?
Am I what?
Drinking.
What are you
Drinking.
It better be tea.
You're so annoying. Oh my god.
You should see me at the conventions.
Lucky I'm not going.
Yeah, Jason, I was going to tell you. You want to come down at the IC? I got a top secret a branch of Starfleet to be there. They'll take care of you for me.
Not coming, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Is
Hello.
that the same branch you've sent to Canada this weekend?
Nice.
Yeah, I think that they should be airdropping over top of Jason's house.
I don't think so.
Send in the U.S. Marines. We'll kick some ass up there.
Bring them on.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring them
Oh,
on.
Jesus.
Yeah, my
They
ass.
do. They do
My
have the
friend-
Mounties.
Yeah.
That don't mean shit against the United States Marine and his K-bar. My grandfather was a staff sergeant. My uncle was a gunnery sergeant. Let me tell you, I lived with my grandfather for 13 years. That man had me up every morning at 4:45. Didn't matter if it was vacation in summertime or not. You might say bring them on. I'll tell you what. I'll put one U.S. Marine against anybody in Canada, half the town, and we'll see who comes walking out with it. He might be bloody, but he'll hold his head up and kick some ass on the way out.
Well, since you're talking about Marines, I have to do a shout out to my friends who are ordnance, because if you ain't ordnance, you ain't
shit.
Yep.
That's all.
You're definitely after dark, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Recon was pretty fun. It was interesting. We were our own ordnance. We were our own navigation. We were our own intel. We were our own everything.
U.S. Army, the best. Nope.
Drew, I saw it before the stream
Best
started,
at
but
not
you were
being the
showing
best.
your
That's
resin
it.
plaque. Can you show that again, please? I want to show you. Because that was really quite pretty.
Long live the Coast Guard.
That is
Oh,
beautiful.
coasting.
That's right.
I knew there was something wrong in the room.
Just think, Steve finally has a branch of service that he can make fun of.
What, an Army branch?
No, the Space Force.
Oh, let me tell you. I told my daughter when she came in and told me that, I said, hey, Donald Trump is making Starfleet. It's going to be a reality. She's like, you're too fat for space. I'm like, you know what? They need a janitor and a cook. I'll go. I don't give a shit. I'll have my comm badge on and go there. Can you beam me down, please?
Steve, you're not fat in space. You just have a greater amount of mass.
What?
My other daughter joined the Air Force.
I think that
She was picking on me about the Marines, and I told her flat out right. I said, yeah. I said, well, when the shit gets deep, we're the ones you guys are going to call, regardless of whether it's space or not. And she goes, well, yeah.
I mean, I tell people that's in the Navy because they talk bad about the Marines. I said, well, the Navy, you guys are just like the Uber. You take the people around that kick ass, you just deliver them, pick them up, and take them back home. So you guys are
Hey, now, wait a minute. They're floating bed and breakfast. Let me tell you something.
There you go. I'll take
We
that.
eat bugs out of the out where we're at, and then we come back in and we get steak and ribs and ham and all.
Elizabeth, some might even refer to that as a black hole.
we're not talking about actually orbiting the CS, right? We're not going to have him stand there and just keep orbiting him. Like walking around.
Well, I tell you what, depending on how much we drink at IC 2021, I might do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to bring my scotch with me, right?
Yeah, because see, like I went, we had.
Don't forget. Do not forget your coin.
Yes. Now, speaking of coins, there will be a special CS coin that will be made here soon, and it will only be given to the people that extremely outdoes themselves for fleet. There will be there will only be 10, and there will be no more after that.
We are the 1st Brigade. I'm acting JIOC for the 1st Brigade, and we're going to be talking about challenge coins at our muster on the 10th of October. So we're going to try and get them done for the IC before then.
And it's any challenge coin, right? Like
only Starfleet or Starfleet Corps. It does not count for any real world ones. Those don't count toward it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a SecNav challenge coin I could use, but I'm not.
Hey, Steve.
What?
You got 3 seconds. You've been coined.
It don't matter.
3, 2, 1. Fail.
Drink up.
So I remember when I remember an IC in South Carolina when there were 3 rounds of drinks that were going around, and three people did not have their coins, and there were about 100 people inside that bar at that time. So it's pretty expensive.
Michael, no, it's been officially canceled per a vote of the AB due to health concerns of COVID-19.
Read the latest fleet status update on Facebook.
Hi, Michael. Oh, yeah. Just so somebody can see this, I'm going to put this up to my camera real quick. 7th, the lucky 7s. Pretty awesome. People.
Yeah, I tried to.
Don's from the 7th, and I'm from the 7th.
So, Donna, you only bring that when Mike comments, but not while I'm here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you do have a challenge coin now, right? You didn't have it on the other IC.
No, you comment about it now when Mike comments. But you know that I live in Region 7, right?
I want a challenge coin from every day.
7. I was just saying about the challenge coin because we were talking about challenge coins. And yes, I know that you guys live in Jersey. And part of my crew lives in Jersey. So.
I was born in New Jersey.
Huh?
I was born in New Jersey. I've been there an entire 93 hours of my 60 plus years.
What part of Jersey, Drew?
I was born in Jersey City. My dad was being switched from Fort Dix to MacDill Air Force Base.
We are in North Brunswick.
On the way.
Drew.
I was born on Andrew. So, crazy days.
And see, I also do these.
That I need one of those in the in the Wells class.
You don't need it. You want it. There's a difference, Donna.
Okay, I want one. I want one. I actually did buy a model for my class ship, but unfortunately, it got lost. November 1st last year.
I can be nice. I can be nice to the ladies.
Brian, if you go to ic2021.com, all the information on the next international convention is there.
Hi, Bob Foster.
There is one note that, Linda Olson was saying that there's a discount, like not a discount, but like for IT tickets for 2021, you can get like a $5 patch with your purchase. If you buy it by I think it's by Memorial Day, the end of Memorial Day, the end of Labor Day.
I'm going to ask you a crazy question. Do you have to stay there the whole time?
No.
No.
And the only reason why I asked is because it's a day trip for us, but.
Who is that? People come and go. They always do. They're fun though. They're great to stay overnight if you can.
But I was going to say the hospitality room they had in Louisville in 16. You walk in, it was like 3 long white tables full of alcohol, and it was free.
You don't want me drunk.
Still, don't forget your challenge coin.
I need to get one first.
My wife loves me and she tells me flat out, right, I'm not going to tolerate you drunk.
But you know what? We have challenge coins at SFI. We have a bunch of the 40th anniversary ones.
Oh.
And they all work.
Get out of the stream.
So, last Friday, we were going up to serve the local PD. Clinton PD asked for assistance, so we went up there to help serve a warrant. So my sergeant that was in front of me, he's got an outside speaker that he can hook to his phone, and we're coming up this guy's driveway, and he's blaring Bad Boys theme. And we did a no-knock warrant, and and it was still playing outside when we were dragging the guy out.
They either were very deaf or.
Well, I didn't even know the other night. I responded to the tree down in their the brush truck. So they just updated the siren system. So now it's got like a control. It looks like the remote control about the size of my phone. And if you hit the third button, it's supposed to be a siren. Now there's 6 buttons and 5 of them are sirens. But if you hit the third button, it's the Bad Boys theme. I could not hear it in the inside of the truck. So because it's a big truck, so I could not hear it. So I had that one going with the lights, and I'm speeding through town. And my chief called me to turn that fucking thing off. I'm like, what? He said, roll down your window. So I roll down the window, and by God, it's Will Smith singing Bad Boys. I'm like, ew.
Wrong field.
Yeah. So that was Steve gets you bad. That's right.
Well, you can always take Grady Judd's point of view with the Bad Boys song.
What's that?
If you give yourself up the way we like it, it's all good. We'll get you a bed, breakfast, the whole 9 yards. If you shoot, we will shoot you a lot.
I carry 72 rounds of ammunition. 71 rounds of ammunition in my belt. 1 chambered and 4 clips.
A couple of guys hit Facebook saying that they were going to go from Lakeland into areas like Winter Haven, and they were going to do the riot stuff for the BLM and all that. Grady Judd went on the news and he said, you go right ahead, but let me tell you something. Citizens of Polk County have guns. They like their guns. And when you break in to do this bad stuff, they will blow you out of the house, and the Undertaker will just wipe it up, and we do not care. You know what happened?
Shut up. Clip magazines is whatever the hell I want to call on my damn booty belt. But now they're getting us holsters to carry 1 AR-15 mag on our duty belt, which I don't agree with, but I have to make more room on my damn duty belt that I don't have already.
Well, you have enough room around your waist, Steve. Why not? Hey, you're the one that's calling yourself fat. But my whole commentary on the show Cops or any of those police shows is I watch them because no matter how horrible my life feels, I can watch one of those shows and realize that my life is not that bad.
Yeah.
You see, when I watch those shows, to me, it's like I feel bad because good men and good women have to put on a uniform, put on a weapon, and then go out and bother people who haven't done anything just to track down some asshole fuckers.
And I said this coming online, and sadly, this person's an SFI member, but I won't name any names. But they were basically saying every cop is a racist bastard, and that all the cops need to be killed. And I got on there. I said, "Wait a minute now." I said, "Not all cops are bad. Not all Catholic priests that touch boys are bad. Not all doctors who, hurt their patients are bad. It's a small bunch that makes the whole overall group look bad." I mean, still, at the end of the day, when all this rioting crap is over, it doesn't matter about race or color. If you're being assaulted, who are you going to pick up the phone and call? The cops.
No. Social services, come talk to them.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
I just noticed something really funny, but after you guys talk about something else.
Is that your girl?
What's funny, Donna? Tell us something funny.
I just noticed something about this. Mike, this is from Mike Stein. Is this the same coin you guys are selling right now? This one with this backing?
If it's that backing, it's illegal.
Exactly. I just noticed that.
If you were selling, put it back up there.
All right. I just noticed it. So this one is one that I've had for a while. Mm-hmm. And the backing is the old style.
No, if you're selling a challenge coin and it's new, and you're actually selling these brand new, and it has that logo on it, your ass is grass because it's illegal.
What's wrong with that logo? I can't really see it.
So this logo has got an angle
So it's the same style logo that the U.S. Marine Corps used because we got a lawsuit with the U.S. Marine Corps over our old logo. We had to change it all.
This is the new one right over here.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think we need to. The Marines need to take
Can you see that?
the SEALs because they're using the original Marine Corps logo.
Yeah, that's the new flag for the Starfleet Marine Corps. I just bought it.
Well, I don't have the flag, but I have the color devices.
Yeah, Michael, if you guys are selling these coins and this is brand new, you cannot sell those coins because it is copyright infringement of the DLD. And we had a lawsuit back then, and everything was changed to this new logo. So if you're selling those coins, whoever's selling them, they need to contact the compliance officer because I'm going to shut them down.
Can you wait till I get one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stop selling them.
As a Marine, can you wait till I get one?
Yeah. Michael, who's selling them?
I'm going to check my other one, though. There used to be one. I have ones for the Academy as well. I don't know if the Academy ones have that style on the back as well.
Because, I mean, this is something that will have to be taken to the board because this is a serious thing. I mean, we were ordered by the DLD not to mass produce any more of those or sell them after we went through the initial run that we had.
Mm.
So Michael says he bought them a while ago, and Jeffrey says, what do you have posted there? So maybe it's okay.
Well, no, because the logo with the DLD was back in 2013. So, I mean, if you've ordered them after that, they're illegal.
But if they got them before 2013, then they're okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring it to the Michael. Is it your brigade that did it, or is it a person?
Yeah, I don't even remember when I bought these, but I've had I bought them. I think I bought them the last IC I was in, which was at least five. At least
Michael,
5.
you need to reach out to compliance@sfi.org. You need to report that you guys have these so we can keep track of this. And after this initial run, you have got to change that back logo. If you do not, and you order another run, there will be the Admiralty Board and Board of Directors will have to address this. If you guys have already paid for them, I mean, you guys are. I mean, you bought them, I think, too. Yeah. So no, they're still not in compliance. So if you guys have them, you need to sell them out. And if you order new ones, it needs to be with the new logo on the back. Not trying to be an ass, but my main goal is to keep the organization out of lawsuits.
Definitely.
And believe me, we ain't got enough money to go against the DLD.
Nobody's got enough money to go against the DLD.
No, nobody does.
Yeah,
Wasn't trying to cause trouble.
the sheriff DOD will just say, okay, no DARPA for a year. Okay, bring your lawyers.
Speaking of compliance, how are we doing on the SFPDD?
Where are you?
We are at almost 1,100 people taking the class so far.
Yeah. My communications person, my chief of communications, just took hers, and she said it was really, really easy. Only took about a half an hour, 45 minutes for both.
Yep.
I got to send it to my Region 1 people, but
Yeah.
And over 90% of it is just common flippin' sense.
you don't have to. Yeah, it's so common sense. You don't really have to read the manual. There's a couple things, but
If you're over 16 and you fail that test, there's something wrong with your teachers. Big time.
Yeah.
it's good. That's bad.
So we're at 1,021 right now for people that done that.
Yeah. And I would encourage anyone, regardless of your rank or role, to take it because it's really good information to have. And it's, you never know if you're going to move up into a command position, you'll already have it done and not have to worry about.
This is why I had all of my chiefs take it, not just Alex and I. So what happens when I'm ready to step down as CO?
You're never going to step down. You like the power too much.
Completely delegate.
But Michael, yes, I see you have 24 coins. Go ahead and email Dennis Rayburn. Explain to him that you have talked to me about this. You have 24 coins. You ordered them in 2016. It has the old logo on it. You guys can sell what you have left because you guys have already got those. But you cannot order no new ones with that logo on it. It has to be the new Marine Corps logo that was approved by the Admiralty Board. And I'm not being a butt. I just want to make sure we don't get. I don't need to get another lawsuit. I got plenty on my plate right now.
But
Yep. I have to say that just observing what's been going on over the last 9 months, Steve, I really want to applaud you and the Admiralty Board and the command staff for having to deal with everything, because I know, having been involved with nonprofit organizations, but at a smaller level, I know how hard it is. And so having something that's an international organization that, you know, you're dealing with things coming at you, it's pretty crazy. So,
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm surprised none of you guys asked about the taxes.
well,
how are the taxes going?
What?
they're all filed, aren't they?
They're right here.
Nice. They're not filed yet, but they're about to be. Are they?
So here's the thing, okay? Here's what threw another wrench in there, the mechanism of bullshit that the CS of Steve probably has to deal with on a daily basis. So all tax documents, 20, 19, 18, 17 are here, done, ready to go. Problem number one, I don't have a copy of the Articles of Incorporation, so that's in the mail on the way to me now. Problem number two, our bank accounts got froze when I had the $600 check for the reinstatement fee. I can't send them a bounced check, so now we have to get a new check sent to me. I've got to print out a copy of the newsletter. I have to go through and sign the 300 documents I have here, and I'll be able to get this all sent back to the federal IRS building.
And then you get to file for reinstatement of the nonprofit status.
Oh, that's a whole nother animal too.
Right.
I got an email about that. Let me go look where it was. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
It's not a bad email. The lady that's been working on these out of 17, she is fucking awesome. I mean, she can be charging us an arm and a leg, and she's not. Thank you, Jesus.
Kimberly has a question for you, Steve.
Hey, kid, go to bed.
Kim, straighten him out, Kim.
Well, we already covered that, Kim. It's kind of like it's being looked at.
Yeah, it's in process.
Wow.
They're basing it on real-time data. We know that.
For anyone, I mean, I want to. Michael said this continues to be a mess, and I want to just, as someone who's worked in nonprofits, there's a lot of different layers that you have to work through, and
layers like onions.
Yeah, it can be completely out of your hands, and you just are at the mercy of everything. And then with COVID on top of it, and offices being closed or delayed, I mean, I'm really amazed at how quickly you were able to do what you've been able to do, because it's just.
So everything that's in here is 1024 form for reinstatement of financial statements. I see 2016 tax return, 2017 tax return, 2018 tax return, and 2019 tax return.
Wow.
The check, copy of our bylaws I've got coming. We have the certificate of good standing from the state of North Carolina, the articles of organization, and a copy of our newsletter. So I've got 4 things I've got to get together. As soon as I get the rest of it, we'll be good to go.
And then you get to start on 2020s.
No, Cindy gets to start on 2020s because she's now the official CPA for Starfleet.
Nice.
Good.
And Steve will be in therapy for a while.
Yeah. You had asked if there's anything the quartermaster should probably do. This is something I got a long time ago, and I think it'd be really cool if we had him again.
I'm talking about something from the past. What is that? 1970s?
I hope not, because I wasn't around then.
Sure you was.
It should say on the bottom. Does it say on the bottom?
What year were you born, Donna?
You never ask a lady her age.
Around 28 something.
I'm not asking her age there, Wolf Man. I'm asking what year she was born.
No, this. I got this in. I want to say that I got this in Philadelphia. I got this right after the Philadelphia IC.
Oh, that's been a long time ago.
Yeah, 2005, I think.
What was I doing in 2005? Oh,
not Starfleet.
No, I was on a Coast Guard cutter in 2005.
Yeah.
I was working at a used bookstore. Part-time. It's great.
Yeah, so that's what we got, and we'll go on from there.
How's Moodle doing?
I hate Moodle. I hate it. Be honest with you, I think Moodle is a waste of time.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure it's Moodle and not our host?
It's the host, yeah.
Because I'll tell you, being that it's like the system tries to get Tori in, and then it's like it doesn't really time out. It just says nope, can't get in. To me, that sounds host. That doesn't sound like the actual software we're running. It sounds like whoever's got it sitting there is using, like, I don't know, Windows 4 and trying to run Windows 10 software through it. Just saying. I mean, you know,
I really
man gets it.
I want to go. I'd really like to see us go to Google Classrooms. It's a better program.
Yeah, it's got a better layout too, and you can be even more individualized than it is.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't do my homework on that.
John has a question for you.
That would be a question for operations. I have no clue, John. I've got my fingers in too much of the pie as it is. I'm trying to keep everything together. But I could tell you this, though. I do have a calendar to go on, and I'm marking down the days.
How many days, Steve? How many days?
Too goddamn many.
We're still pushing for that bylaws amendment so you can run again.
I can run again after I take a break for 3 years.
Right.
Then
Well, I say we do a bylaws amendment and say that you can.
No, because there's already people like, man, we want you to run again. I'm like, you guys are retarded. It ain't happening. No, thank you.
Okay, so can we get him in here the same way we got Grady Judd in? We just refuse to let anyone compete against him. It was an auto reinstatement.
Yeah, no. No.
He says, I'll beat someone into running against me. I don't care.
It ain't gonna be me.
I'll call their local law enforcement and they'll be harassed until they go ahead and compete against me.
Do something.
So Elizabeth has something to say toward the bottom.
When you're coming.
So I guess that the ones who that haven't commissioned have the launch date in both spaces on the database right now. That makes sense.
Steve is what?
Yeah,
Otis, President of the United States for those Canadian people. That would be like the Governor General.
Donna,
Yeah,
you're
right,
right.
Steve.
Donna, you're right.
We like Steve.
You're right on that. It's your launch date has been entered into the database and it files it under both positions. But once you fully commission, your date you'll have a different commissioning date than your launch date. Also, some ships have different dates because they have relaunched. So,
yeah. So, yeah.
Errors in the database? No.
Ooh.
No, that would be operator error.
Maybe it's just the regional coordinator's had too much whiskey and he can't see right.
They were sampling the Romulan ale straight through to
No
Where's-
names.
For
Where's
the
the
region
mean-
3 RC, the word enough and whiskey don't go in the same sentence.
No, it's
Oh.
enough.
What was
and
that,
single malt
Steve?
Scotch do not
Look
go
to
in.
the light, Carol Ann.
A little more under the chin. A little more under the chin, because otherwise it's all white. Yeah, that's better. Right there.
That's scary.
I don't think Wayne knows the definition of enough alcohol either.
Oh.
I am not an alcoholic. I consume to save others.
It's all about community service, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
If you dealt with 255 volunteers trying to get to 75 Special Olympics events, you would drink too. It has to be like Steve's job. But at least he gets a paycheck for it. I don't. It's just kind of like I volunteered for this.
So has anyone
Kill this.
has
You
anyone
need a
seen,
replicator, Steve.
seen the was it under Lower Decks cartoon series?
Yes.
No.
3 episodes. I'm 3 episodes
And-
in, and I'm with the 3rd episode.
I saw a couple of trailers that didn't quite do me. I've been with Trek way too long. I can give a little bit, but when it gets like that, it's kind of like, wait a minute. No.
I just
Infinite
enjoy
diversity
the
and
references that are in Lower Decks and
I
leave
thought-
it there.
What was that, Sarah?
I enjoy the references that are made in Lower Decks, and then I just leave it there.
Okay. I just think you always have to take yourself with a little bit of a grain of salt. I mean, we're in Starfleet. You know, we got all different kinds in our organization. We have all different kinds of like series and movies, reboots, anime, old, new,
Fan film.
fan film, fan flip.
Mhm.
You know, you got the Farragut things, you got, you know, the Axonar, you got everything. Let's not talk about Axonar. I'm just saying that, you know, we got all different kinds of like series now.
Can't be good
I like the
enough.
I like the. Go ahead. Sorry.
What
You're
were you
fine.
saying, Jason?
I said I'm just reading what John Roger reads. Right.
Oh my gosh.
I like cartoons. I never saw the original cartoons, the Star Trek cartoons. So
Oh, those. Well, the interesting thing about the old anime ones, like I watched those. I think I watched those in 2010. It turns out that there are a lot of different books that are the basis for them. Like there's a Robert Askren. There's an Asimov 1 or 2. There's has done 1 or 2. He's got the Manzin Wars in one of the animes from the old TOS thing. I was just trying to figure out exactly which book was for each one of those anime things. It was really interesting for the old TOS one. Anyway, well, pretty much it does feel like the Lower Deck people are very much like more like cadets than anything else.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cadets. We either got cadets or ensigns that are still scared to do anything wrong and still so curious they're gonna do every mistake they can.
Silly. John, have a good night.
yeah, good night, John.
No, John.
Or good morning. Have a great morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah. There's that whole circular planet thing.
Well, he's like 5 hours. He's 5 hours ahead of us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than being Australia, where you're 15 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta
Speaking
get
of Australia, this is my shout out to my member Kirby. Hi, honey.
up at like the old dark 30 to have a damn thing with them. Ooh.
Yep.
There
Sorry,
is a way to
Steve.
catch them in the morning though, where they have the morning and we're in like afternoon or something.
With his work schedule, I seriously doubt that works that way.
It's like the next day or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like our afternoon and they have their morning.
So you mean when you say, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Steve can literally say, no, I did that already because that was yesterday and that was your tomorrow.
Yes.
My crew member, she likes to say that she's a time traveler because
Yeah.
based out of for where she is from us, it's 14 hours. So she says she's a time traveler.
I got to go there a few years ago, and it was very weird posting on Facebook because you'd post, but it was for that day, but it would come up the previous day at home, and people were very confused.
Time travelers. Time traveling.
Yep.
Well, most people don't understand that international dateline thing.
Well, it's all made up too. Time is all made up. COVID proved that.
You know what? I think the entire planet should be on Zulu time.
Well, like
I'm with you.
all right. So I remember reading about in '79. I think Skylab fell to Earth, and it actually fell on the 11th of July here, but it was on the 12th of July in Australia.
Mm.
It fell near Australia or New Zealand or something like that.
Well,
I had to do
that time thing like that was set up for commercialized business and transportation and
what?
shipping.
What the heck was that?
That's why so many states got into fights and said, no, everybody who trucks into here, it's the same time. You can't say this state border is the timeline because they're going to be here an hour late.
Sippy cup.
Oh, no. Man drink.
Charles asked a question.
Sports drink, not a sippy cup. Sorry.
Well, it was very interesting. When we flew to Australia, we left California at 10 p.m. on January 31st, and we arrived in Australia on January 2nd.
You lost a whole day, but you gained it back when you came home.
Exactly. Yep. We left at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and we arrived at 8 o'clock in the morning the same day.
Mary.
Bye, Mary.
Bye, Mary. Have a good one.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep? What's that?
Sleep is the thing that you do when you're not in After Dark as one of the people on the screen.
See, Donna, I help produce. I'm assistant producer, so I always have to be here for most of them. So I'm here in one form or another. So I don't know if that's true, Donna.
So what do you remind me? What do you produce? Is it the AMA, International AMA? Because I know After Dark is Justin.
I'm assistant. I assist.
Oh, okay.
If
So
he can't, I do it. If Kim, I do.
So you're the one that fetches the coffee and looks all nice and happy in a bad mood usually.
Virtual coffee. Virtual coffee.
Thank you, Sarah.
Nice.
I'll have to make sure my member sees it. Kim, can you send me a message for that, please?
Speaking of which, I'm still waiting for my cup of coffee.
Okay, Justin, here you go. There you go.
You know what? Now I know what I have to do. I know what I'm going to have to do, and it's going to be really hysterical when I do it. So it's going to be great.
I'm drinking all this water. Sorry, guys, because I've spiked the heat.
I'm drinking water too.
Same glass in their same rooms. Oh my gosh.
We need to have.
Holly doesn't sleep.
No.
Sleep? What's that?
Exactly.
Last
I don't
three
know what
nights
it
I
is
tried to
anymore.
sleep, it was flashbacks. I don't like flashbacks.
So my cat has decided that because I'm not sitting on a couch, I'm actually sitting on like one of these like business chairs today. This is her time that she cuddles up and she comes and sits on my lap, or and I watch some TV or something like that. She's decided to sit up on the high shelf in the office on a blanket.
That's so she can jump down on you if you are out of line.
Most likely, but right at the moment, she'd have to do some interesting dynamics on her flight path. She's about 2 feet away. I don't think she can make it. There's not enough an arc to make it to me. She's funny. Oh my gosh.
Bourbon is fun.
You know, you asked us who was going to the IC right now. How about the audience? How about the people there? Is anybody thinking about going to the IC in Tallahassee?
That's a good question. Do we know how many people are registered so far?
Well, I'm not registered, but I'm going. I've got my hotel room.
You better register.
I'm registering. I think it'll be tomorrow night. Today was Friday. So
I need to get a hotel room. I hope they're not sold out yet.
they're not yet, but so when you go to the website, you can actually at the top it says please include the fees and taxes. If you click that, it tells you the actual price of everything before you go through the reservation. But there's a weird thing going on, and Linda Olson talked about it earlier on Facebook, where if you need a special room for accessibility purposes, like a zero entry shower or something like that, there's a special thing you have to do. Like I think you have to talk to the hotel liaison for Starfleet for the regular. So.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Tiffany says it has a message for the CS.
Nice. But if we super glue his backside to the chair, we're not going to be able to get him in the dunk tank,
right?
Or anything. That's not going
to
work.
And the dunk tank's a priority, so
it is. It should be one of the highest priorities. We need to get more money in the scholarship fund.
Right.
I like it when we can get it where we can do multiple kids a year, not just one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like $1,000 a person, isn't it, for when they do the scholarship fund?
I think so.
100, I think.
500 or 1,000, one of the two.
So speaking of numbers, Steve, how are we at our membership? Are we at 6,000 yet?
Not even close. Keep in mind, we've had 2 members quit, and then we had 3 members quit because one of the persons quit was past BCS because we were coming after his ass for the shit he did.
Right.
And he quit. And then Dan Toole, as soon as we contacted him saying that he's under investigation for the taxes, he quit and he said basically, I quit, contact my lawyer.
Wow.
Well, that's
but these people that are left and the people that we have banned, they will not be coming back to the organization.
How many people are banned at this point?
We have 3 right now. We're at 5,608.
Yeah. And Michael, all those numbers are in the fleet status update report, which has been posted on Facebook.
Yes.
I know I keep on referring to that, but that's
I don't know how
where
I'm getting
people should.
He bit me and everything, that little bastard.
Oh my gosh, that's a welt on your arm.
Yeah, no, it's a bite marks from that fucker.
Who bit you?
Who bit you?
One of the inmates a couple days ago.
Did you get your shots?
Oh, I got my shots, but he got a fist to the face. I mean, he was not letting go. This is probably about a week and a half old, maybe 2. He was not letting go. I was punching, and he was still holding. It was killing me.
Oh.
Michael, those folks are listed on the fleet's last few fleet status update reports.
Okay.
Well, I hate to leave good company, but I've got to get up at 5 a.m.
Drew, it's a pleasure,
Nice to
sir. It's
meet
good to
you.
actually
Good night,
put a.
sir.
I'll be
It's,
inside, Trey.
it's good to put a. It's good to put a. With everybody, shut up.
It's good to put a face to the name, ain't it?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. And get with me the next day or so. I'll send you my information, and we'll get going. Okay.
All righty.
All right, sir. You have a good night. Be safe.
You too.
Peace
Y'all
and
stay
long life.
safe. Stay lucky. And ladies, stay beautiful.
Oh, he laid it on thick. Look at that. Just like a Marine.
I'm beautiful.
You are beautiful, but we're not going to be able to dye your hair.
Oh,
Dye the beard.
Now that would be interesting. So if the ladies are dyeing their hair,
Mm-hmm.
the guys have to make beards, and they have to have their they should.
I cannot do this because of my job.
I know.
No.
You
So,
have to.
Steve, instead of for you, maybe one for you to dye his beard. Honey, do you need that, please?
He needs some just for men. Like he needs some black in that beard.
Should we get him to dye it?
Get him a color where he looks like he's younger. So it doesn't look like he's rocking the cradle when he's walking around with you. I seen you too. I'm like, is that her dad? What the hell? No, we're married. I'm like, yeah. You know why? It's because she jumped my ass the first night. How dare you do not know who my husband is? My husband's been in Starfleet as a DTS officer for 20 years. Yada yada. I'm like, email, face, don't know at the time. I know now. She'll never let me forget it. I tell you to God, I'm going to get a shirt made. Alex Rosenzweig, DTS, 20 plus years.
Hey Sarah, I could go ahead. You remember that picture that I took of you guys at the Region 7 conference for Halloween a couple years ago when you guys wore their outfits together? I should send that picture.
Good night, Michael Stein.
If you'd like.
Also, anybody watching, if you have not put out to your members, go to the Commander Starfleet 2020, Commander Starfleet International 2020 on Facebook. Like, subscribe to it. You'll get updates and stuff, special updates I'll be sending out. I'm not going to put out on the members only section. Like maybe I might run a contest, and I'm only going to post it to the Commander Starfleet Facebook page. Also go to Steve Parmley on YouTube, hit subscribe, and you'll get notified anytime we go live. So just to give you guys a heads up, but it is we are at the 2-hour mark, and I'm going to end it. Even though I love looking at all you lovely people here, it is time for this fat boy to get some sleep because I worked 7 days straight, 12-hour shifts, and this is my only night off, and I want to sleep. So tonight we were joined with Fleet Captain Dona Rozelle, the USS Moebius. Of course, Captain Sarah Rosenzweig popped in of the USS Avenger. The Capmandu himself, Captain Whitehorse, XO of the USS Whitehorse, whatever.
White Horse.
David Shorey, Petty Officer 2nd Class. Man, we got to get you to at least a chief. That's horrible. And thank you, Justin Fietzek, for producing tonight, as well as thank you to Russell Camp, who was dropped off here. You guys are doing an outstanding job. Please keep it up. And as always, remember, everybody, please stay safe. I do not want to announce another COVID death. So, as always, when you go into it, remember, treat everybody as you would want to be treated. And at the end of the day, remember, infinite diversity, infinite combination. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.